As you start to listen, notice how the words and ideas that you're about to experience, they may seem to flow into your mind effortlessly. With every phrase you'll discover how much easier it is to understand and to embrace the powerful, natural truths that are already waiting inside you. And as you do so, you may find your perspective begins to shift in ways you've been waiting for. Just imagine it. How would it feel if everything you do begins to reflect your most positive, joyful self? You'll see how simple it is to unlock new ways of thinking, ways that seem almost like a natural extension of who you already are. Now imagine you're walking through a door. Behind it, you see your future self, confident, smiling, and living life in the exact way you've always wanted. It's amazing how this person already has all the answers, simply because they've learned the truth, that showing up differently makes all the difference. When you show up with energy, enthusiasm, optimism, and joy, the world around you responds. Have you ever noticed how much easier it becomes to succeed when you step into your most positive state? And in that positive state, you get results, unexpected results, wonderful surprises you hadn't even imagined yet. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? How simply embracing positivity brings a cascade of good things your way. And as you think about the future self, ask yourself, what would happen if you chose to enjoy yourself more? Could it be every moment you allow yourself to have more fun, things just seem to get better and better? How fascinating to realise. The more you enjoy yourself, the more everything starts to shift. It's almost like a hidden law of the universe. When you let go of worries, when you embrace the belief that the best is yet to come, the future just seems to open up for you, full of new opportunities and positive outcomes. You may even start to notice this happening more often, in bigger and smaller ways. Let me share a little secret. You can leave the worry in the past. It's not about ignoring it. It's about choosing what to focus on. Imagine focusing on what excites you, what brings you joy, and what makes you feel most alive. Notice how the more you focus on this, the more those old worries, they just fade away. It's as if your brain can only hold on to so much at once. When you choose to fill it with joy and possibility, there's no room for anything else. And the most wonderful part, the more you do this, the better it gets. It's a natural law. Positivity compounds. So when you choose to bring energy and optimism into your life, you begin to see the results immediately. Even if you don't see them all at once, they appear in surprising ways. Have you noticed how sometimes the best results, they come out of nowhere? The universe just seems to open up when you show up differently, and the world reflects that energy right back to you. You see, when you start believing that showing up in a positive state truly changes everything, you're on the brink of transformation. What if you could start to notice every day just how easy it is to be motivated, optimistic, and full of joy? And what if, with every step you take in that direction, it just became easier and easier? What if you started expecting the best to happen, as if the world itself were working in your favour? Can you feel that shift? As you allow yourself to trust, the more you enjoy yourself, the better things get. You become more than the person waiting for results. You become the one who creates them. Because when you show up as the best version of yourself, motivated, positive, and confident, you're creating a ripple effect in the world around you. It's almost like magic, isn't it? The more you believe that the best is yet to come, the more you'll start to see it unfold. The results, they're all there, just waiting for you, just a breath away. And with every choice you make, with every decision to be happy, motivated, and optimistic, you strengthen that belief until it becomes an automatic part of who you are. Now notice how naturally you can begin to see this in yourself. Every time you show up in the world with positivity, you realise how much more comes back to you. And it just keeps getting better and better. That's the beauty of this cycle. The more you embrace this belief, the more your life reflects it. It's a joyful loop, a spiral of success and happiness that grows with every step. So now, let's revisit that person behind the door, the one who lives with joy, confidence and success. Notice how much easier it feels to step into their shoes, to become them in every way. Notice how, as you align with this new belief, you're already feeling different. You start to see showing up with energy, optimism and joy. It's your new natural state. As you feel that shift, just imagine all the wonderful results that begin to flow towards you effortlessly. It's not just a possibility, it's a reality. The more you embrace this truth, the more your life will reflect it. After all, if you show up differently, you'll get a different result, one that's better than you ever imagined. With every new belief you install, the results, they'll continue to surprise you. The more you embrace the possibility that the best is yet to come, the more life will reveal itself to you. Keep stepping into your power, knowing with every choice you make, your future becomes brighter and brighter. And the wonderful truth is, it just keeps getting better and better. You might even find yourself becoming more and more aware of just how powerful your mind is. It's almost as if the very moment you decide to show up differently, everything around you begins to shift. Picture this: with every thought, every choice you make, you start to effortlessly align yourself with the person you truly wish to become. It's interesting, isn't it, how when you focus on showing up with joy and enthusiasm, the entire world seems to mirror that energy back to you. It's almost like the universe itself has just been waiting for you to step into that space, to embrace the incredible possibility that the more you enjoy yourself, the better everything gets. What's even more fascinating is, you don't need to know how it works, because it just does. The moment you shift into that place of pure, unshakable positivity, the results begin to flow to you in ways that are sometimes subtle, sometimes surprising, but always so wonderfully aligned with your desires. It's as if, with every ounce of energy you invest in this new mindset, you're casting a spell that works every time you choose it. Can you feel that? The power you have simply by choosing to show up differently, by choosing to embrace joy, optimism and motivation. You're opening doors you might not have even noticed before. The world responds, almost as if it's been waiting for you to embrace this belief that the best truly is yet to come. Because it's amazing how quickly you can see the effects of this. With each new choice to be positive, to be excited, to look to the world with a sense of wonder, you'll find yourself moving into the kind of future you've always dreamed of. Isn't it incredible how every moment you spend focusing on the best possible outcomes, it strengthens your belief in it? How every decision to embrace positivity not only creates more of it, but it anchors it deep within you. It's like you've unlocked a hidden treasure, one that's now available for you at all times. And as you realise, the more you enjoy yourself, the better things become. It's almost like this truth is unfolding naturally, effortlessly. Every time you focus on what excites you, on what fills you with energy, you find life begins to open up in ways you hadn't expected. It's almost like the universe itself is working with you, creating opportunities, making the right people appear, setting you up for success. And all you have to do was decide to focus on what feels good, to show up as the best version of yourself. Can you imagine how easy it becomes when you let go of the old worries, the old ways of thinking that held you back? You start to notice those worries, they simply don't have the same power anymore. It's like you've unlocked a secret door, and once you step through it, it becomes so much easier to leave the past behind. As you focus on the possibility that the best is yet to come, you'll find it's already happening. And what's so fascinating is how this process is unfolding without effort, almost like breathing. You don't need to force anything. It's almost as if your mind has already absorbed this truth, and now it's naturally guiding you towards the future you desire. Imagine yourself in in a moment where you've completely embraced this new belief. Picture how effortlessly it feels to simply show up with excitement, knowing that every interaction, every decision, every opportunity that comes your way is just another step forward towards a better, more fulfilling future. And as you do this, notice how your world begins to reflect this new way of being. It's not about pushing, it's about aligning. And as you align with the belief, when you enjoy yourself, the world begins to offer more joy, more opportunity, more possibility. It's as if everything starts to fall into place without you even trying. And here's the most wonderful part. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. Every moment you embrace the belief that positivity brings results, you reinforce that belief even deeper. You strengthen it in ways that become second nature. So showing up with joy and enthusiasm is just who you are. Can you sense that feeling? That sense of power you get from realizing you don't have to work so hard anymore. That things can flow to you effortlessly simply by embracing the belief that the best is yet to come. Now picture yourself fully immersed in this new way of being, fully aligned with this new belief. Notice how the world opens up, how it becomes more colourful, more vibrant, and full of possibility. See how easily you move through life, knowing when you show up positively, everything around you just seems to respond in kind. And when you step into each moment with joy, things just seem to click. Right people, right opportunities, right results. Every time you choose positivity, every time you choose to enjoy yourself, you see it working. And each time it works, you grow even more certain that this is your new way of being. You might even notice it becoming a game. The more you play with the idea that you can have fun and experience the best outcomes, the more things they just unfold in ways you hadn't expected. And isn't it exciting to realise how easy it is to create the life you want, simply by embracing the belief that showing up differently creates different results. It's all connected, the joy, the motivation, the positivity, and the wonderful results that come from them. And now, because you've embraced it at such a deep level, it becomes not only your belief but your reality. What if you could trust that every time you focus on the good, every time you show up with enthusiasm, you're actually aligning with the universe's natural flow? Can you feel how your life becomes more aligned with possibility and joy every time that you make that choice? The more you show up, the more it opens up. The more you enjoy, the more you get to experience all the good things that life has to offer. And the wonderful truth is, this process will continue, growing even stronger with each new choice you make. And as you align more with your most positive, confident, joyful self, everything else just seems to fall into place. You'll notice, as you choose positivity, more and more results, they flow towards you in ways that surprise and delight you. And as that happens, your belief in the process deepens, and you begin to realise this is just how life works when you show up differently. This is how life works when you choose joy. It's natural, it's easy, it's already happening. The more you enjoy yourself, the better it gets. And all the while, you'll continue moving forward, knowing that every choice to show up in this new way, it only strengthens your belief that the best is truly yet to come.